Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
All right, welcome to the show. Dean and I are here. We are excited to talk to you. How's your day going so
How you
far?
doing, Stephanie?
It's going pretty good. I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Awesome.
Good,
We're,
good.
we're,
Just
we're good. Where are you talking to us from
My bed.
today? Nice. We don't get a whole lot of people that talk to us from there, so that's awesome.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna work until 4 a.m., so I gotta sleep in.
fair enough.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a long shift. You know? How do you stay up until 4 a.m.? I'd be nodding off.
A lot of caffeine, and I make the most money after 2 a.m. when the bars close and everybody goes to the playhouse. That's when I make the most money. So I'm on my feet. Like I don't even sit down.
That's cool. Is that where you work at?
Yeah, I work at the playhouse. I've been there for 10 months now.
Awesome. So now you do a lot of different forms of entertainment within that realm.
Yes, I do.
So let's just kind of dive in there if you don't mind us diving into some of that.
Okay.
How did you get your start?
Hey, slow down, fuckhead. Ain't diving into shit. All right, yeah, back to you, Stephanie.
I meant the
Sorry.
conversation.
Well, I got started with OnlyFans like a year and a half ago. I wanted a boob job really, really bad. And I was too afraid to like post nude photos anywhere because I don't know, self-conscious. But everybody convinced me that if I finally did it, I would get a boob job. And they were right. So that's what made me start an OnlyFans. And then I realized I love making porn. It's so much fun.
Huh.
Now-
So what you're saying is I want a bigger penis. So if I just start taking pictures of my penis, I'll get a bigger one.
You might. It's all about advertising.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Enough people that feel sad about you.
Yeah, that's cool. So how much did your boob job cost?
$6,000.
Wow.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That
I
is
got robbed of all the money the day of my consultation. So then I had to make the money again. So in the end, it cost me $12,000.
all right.
Wow.
Well, if you don't want to give details, that's fine. But how did you get robbed? Like,
I went and bragged to my best friend that I had the money for my boob job, and I went to work that night, and she broke into my house and stole it.
Oh, so do you have a new best friend?
Yes, I do.
did your old best friend go and get a boob job? That's what I want to know.
No, she spent it on who knows what, probably drugs. So yeah.
I don't like her
Yeah,
mindset. That ain't fun.
I mean, if she would at least done and got a boob job for herself, that'd have been a better story.
No, she would have
Right?
got a boob job on drugs. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Didn't even go and do that. It's a bummer. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. That's terrible that your friend would do that.
It's okay because now I got my boobs and I feel like it's a trophy. Like I worked even harder for them and it felt even better getting them.
So
Yeah.
really, yours was 12,000.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah, I had to do math. I'm not great at it, so it took me a second.
And I wanted them so bad pretty much since I was a little kid. And I found out that boobs existed, like fake boobs. I've been obsessed with them. And I finally got them for my 30th birthday. So it was amazing.
So, what's the recovery like from that? Is it painful?
Yes,
Pretty
it
bad?
was really painful, but like all the girls told me that I would be in bed for weeks and stuff, and that's bullshit. No, I was in the strip club within a week.
I'm gonna go show these bad boys off.
Yeah, I couldn't like play with them for about a month, but as soon as I could play with them, then I can never keep my hands off of them. Like I just have my hands on my tits.
It's weird. Boobs do that to me too. We have that. Must be a DNA thing.
Must be.
So, like, how did you build up the confidence? Like, obviously the boob job helped, but how did you get the confidence from like not being able to take nude photos to going and working in a club?
Well, like when I decided to dance naked, I had been dancing at bikini bars, and then I decided to dance naked, and like everybody just kept telling me I had a pretty pussy on stage, and hearing that repeatedly gives you confidence. And then I went viral on Pornhub. and I was on the homepage of Pornhub for 4 days, and that really built my confidence. And that was before even my boob job.
I have a feeling that you probably know a lot of my friends. It sounds like shit that a lot of my friends would say. Hey, you know that thing's really photogenic. Have you thought about? That's awesome.
Just looks great in this light.
I work at a club in Florida, and I have to wear panties, and I hate it. Like, I want to show off my pussy now.
You guys don't know what you're missing down here.
I just give them business cards to my OnlyFans.
Oh, there you go.
And I now have my own website, StephanieTheStripper.com.
You have to get a lot of people from the club checking out that OnlyFans.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they'll usually leave the club and subscribe and then, like, message me.
So now, do you end up getting the opposite too, though, where you'll have people that'll come see you because they found you on OnlyFans?
Yeah, and I like that.
Okay.
I love being on stage and having people be like, oh my gosh, that's the one that does all the porn.
So is OnlyFans, like, is it pretty much female based there? Is there a lot of guys that
there's a lot of guys. I follow a lot of guy porn stars on there. They'll send me like free subscriptions, and we'll talk about doing content trades and stuff. And so, yeah, it's just all about advertising. And like with guys, I mean, it's harder for guys because they got to come on cue. They got to get hard on demand with like other guys in the room, you know? So it's harder for guys, but the guys that I know that do it are like, they're really good at what they do. So I've actually paid for a couple guys OnlyFans because I love that like they're willing to do it. And it was like some guys in Lincoln, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Well, after this airs, you can check it out. I'll be flashing my butthole out there for the whole internet to check out.
So you've created a yourself, though.
Yeah, I've been working hard on it.
Now, so is that just all you, or do you have anybody that helps you manage your content or anything like that?
No, it's just me. I have, photographers that help me take videos, and they'll edit some of my videos, but I like editing as well. So I edit for the majority, so I have different photographers that help me out, but I do all the posting and everything like that.
Okay. That's awesome. Real quick, while we're talking about OnlyFans, you want to drop your how people can find you real quick?
We'll get you some more subscribers.
Yes.
Yes. It's onlyfans.com/StephanieTheStripper.
All right. I'm subscribing now. So don't disappoint me.
There's a lot of porn on there. I used to have even more, but OnlyFans has rules and restrictions, and I didn't know about that. And I have a lot of haters. It's these girls that want to take me down, and so they paid for it, and then they reported my videos. So I had to take down about 75. Like, apparently I wasn't allowed to penetrate myself with a baseball bat or a fake knife or a pom-pom or a lightsaber. Like, all my good videos they took down. So I put all those on Pornhub. Pornhub likes all those.
Them girls are real boring. I want to point that out.
Right.
Sound like real fucking lame.
So now, do you make money for what you put out on the Pornhub?
No. Pornhub, you don't make any money. Even the video that I got 3.6 million views on, like the guy that had his account with that, he doesn't make money because Visa and MasterCard stopped taking payments for Pornhub back in January or February. And so as of right now, I mean, that could change in the future. Like, they used to pay people per views, but now you don't get paid. So it really just brings more people into the Playhouse to throw money at me, and then it brings people to my OnlyFans.
Nice. So what is the Playhouse like right now? I was actually going to go there last weekend, and I talked myself out of it. It was hard. Well,
it's awesome.
Here's the thing.
Busy.
Well, I was just like, ever since COVID, because I love the Playhouse. That's one of my favorite clubs. I've been to a lot of clubs all over the country. It's one of my favorites.
One of the things I missed doing this last year.
Yeah. I miss throwing money at naked women, for sure.
Yes, you should.
It's a missed pastime that I used to have. But what is it like ever since COVID? Is it still a laid back fun time? Or
yeah, I started after COVID, so the girls say that it's slowed down, but I still think it gets really busy on weekends. And then, like, it's Iowa, so you don't have to wear a mask or anything. It's pretty normal.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't make you wear a helmet on a motorcycle. They're definitely not going to make you wear a mask.
Right? Yeah, and like it was kind of nice when Iowa had like a curfew, a 10 p.m. curfew. Well, that was for bars and restaurants. We were a performing arts theater, so we got to stay open till 4 and 5 a.m. those nights. Well, everything
really?
was closed at 10 p.m.
Nice little loophole there.
Do you guys still do the free beer after midnight?
At 2 a.m., they have one beer or one keg on tap, and after that keg's gone, then but it changes weekly. Like their rules change so often. So sometimes there's more kegs, I feel like.
I have hurt myself on them free beers before. I've left there in rough shape.
Yeah, and so that's why they kind of limit it now.
I fucked it up for everybody. That's what you're saying?
No, I mean there was a lot of ruckus. But that happens at any club or any bar that people get drunk. I mean, that happens.
So now with you again, with all the content that you have out there, ways that people can find you, do you get your fair share of weirdos as well?
Oh, absolutely. I've had a couple of stalkers.
So what's the weirdest? Tell us some weird shit here. We want to know.
Well, I mean, it's hard to think of it. I used to have one guy that would just leave random Subway sandwiches on my front porch. It was really creepy. But
that's kind of hot though, man. Like nothing will turn you on like a foot long. Yeah.
I'd message a guy that left me sandwiches. I gotta tell you.
I can't even think of something weird off the top of my head. I know I'll think of something later. I'll be like, oh my gosh, you should have said that. There has been a lot of weirdos. There is one guy, he became my regular at an old club and he became obsessed with me. And so he was coming in there every single shift that I worked. And he made it like so I couldn't even give lap dances to other guys. And like one time he saw me walking towards the lap dance room and he like ran across the club screaming at me. And I'm like, do you not understand my job? And then he ended up showing up at my house repeatedly until I finally like lost it on him. And I was like, yeah, you need to get off my front porch. Like it was creepy. He did a background search on me. And so he found out my address. He found out I was married. He found out because like he confronted me. He was like, so who's blah, blah, blah. And I was like, my cousin. And he's like, oh, really? Then why'd you put him on the deed to your house in this time? And oh my gosh, it was so creepy.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. He's engaged to another stripper now. Good luck to her.
Oh yeah.
So he's like in your world a groupie then. Like
yeah, I think I was the first stripper that he like really liked. And then when I was talking really bad about him in the dressing room to the dancers while I was drunk, a dancer texted him everything I said. And so he got really upset and like immediately took all of his money and started throwing it at her instead. And now they're engaged. So like, cool.
Well, you helped put them together then.
Oh, that's a beautiful love story.
Like, again, good luck to her.
I feel like we just wrote the plot for Striptease 2. That's a beautiful love story.
He was wanting to take me to Hawaii and he was trying to get tickets for it. And my boss came up to me and my boss was like, seriously, like, we don't think you're going to come back if you go on this trip. We think you'll be.
We are not going to give you the time off to get killed. Okay.
And my boss at the same time was like, oh, and this other guy wants to take you to Vegas. Go to Vegas. He owns banks. Go with this guy. So he was like down for me going to Vegas with one guy and the other guy is like, yeah, do not go. Yeah.
So you said that you're married, right?
I'm divorced now. I've been married twice.
Okay. So in your line of profession, how is it? It obviously doesn't turn out the greatest being married. Is it a lot of jealousy?
Yeah, my husband, he was my first husband. I wasn't a stripper. It was with my second husband. When I met him, he said he wouldn't even date a stripper. So I quit stripping for him and became like a bartender and a shot girl. And he was fine with that. But then like years later, when he was a fucking bum and couldn't keep a job, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go make some money and I'm going to support us. And so he would like sit on his ass while I went to the club and danced on other guys. I would come home and he would just call me a whore, say bad things about me. And I'm like, bitch, I just fed you. Shut the fuck up. And so he got really abusive in the end. And he didn't want anybody to know I was a stripper. He said, like, when he got abusive with me, he was like, if you tell anybody about this, like, I'm gonna tell your parents that you're a stripper and they're gonna hate you forever. And so I truly thought like my Mormon parents were gonna hate me forever. So finally I went to him. I was like, yeah, I'm a stripper. And my parents love it now. They laugh about it.
Really?
Yeah. I got recognized as Stephanie the stripper at a party in front of them. And my dad's like, what is this? And I was like, well, I started like on OnlyFans. And when he saw my balance, he was like, you made this much money? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay.
So is OnlyFans pretty legit to work for? Have you ever heard of anybody getting ripped off by the company or
No.
anything? Is it
No,
pretty
it's
legit?
good. Yeah. I met one girl. She's like, I'm pretty sure she's a millionaire by now from it. Savannah Solo. I met her when I was traveling to do porn with the guys on Pornhub. And I mean, she has her entire life made because of OnlyFans.
Now, is that your goal?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe not through OnlyFans. I eventually want to get into bodybuilding and like personal training. I don't want to do porn forever, but I love it. If I could, set myself up for the rest of my life by doing this, that'd be awesome.
That sounds like a lot more work and still equally being just as sore. Like I would stay in porn forever. Maybe I just say that because I could never do porn.
I do like it. Lately, I've just been doing a lot of girl on girl stuff, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. I've been really into that lately too. I've been enjoying the shit out of it.
It makes me really like satisfied when I get a girl to squirt, and I keep hooking up with these girls and getting them to squirt. And like one girl was like, "How do I tell my boyfriend that Stephanie the stripper makes me squirt?" And he doesn't. And I'm like, "Yes."
So how do you got any tips for fucking guys then on how to make a girl squirt? Because
you gotta simulate
nice
the clit and the G spot at the same time. That's the only way to get a girl to squirt is both of those at the same time.
Yeah, Stephanie, it only sounds like goddamn science to me.
Gonna need a map with very descriptive pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do good with instructions. I gotta have photos.
Some guys just know what they're doing. Like the guy I've been seeing recently, like the first time we hooked up, he was like, "Do you like to squirt?" And I'm like, "Who doesn't?" And then he just like pushed me down and held me down and made me squirt endlessly until I was crying. It was great.
Sounds like a guy after my own heart,
Yeah. He kind of fucks me harder than anybody I've ever been fucked by. He takes a pillowcase and wraps it around my hips and just fucks into me. Repeat. Oh my God, it's great.
That's awesome. That's how you know what love is. That's how you know. See, my wife puts a pillowcase over my face and screams other guys' names. Just joking. I don't want that. I don't want that getting around. Just a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, in case your wife ever listens, you might want
to. Oh, she does. She does. She listens to this. But yeah, no, it is crazy. Is it amazing? Like, obviously you probably get more male clientele than female, right?
I do get a lot of women. I got messaged today by a lady and I've never met her. And she's like, I follow you on every social media. I follow your OnlyFans and you've inspired me to be more sexual. And I watch your videos and study how you suck cock and I do it on my husband. I'm like, that was the nicest thing I read.
That's awesome.
Well, like with OnlyFans, do you feel like do women have a different appreciation for what you do, I guess, because they look at it, like, oh, that takes a lot, to put yourself out there like that, where guys are just like, oh, we want to bust a nut. Fucking it don't,
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah. I do get a lot of like women that are just like, oh my gosh, like I love how confident and open sexually you are and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure guys appreciate that just as much. It's just a different way.
They show it differently.
Yeah, really appreciate your confidence, girl.
So now, do you, I guess, do you feel like there's a negative stigma though that you have to deal with socially with some people
Yes.
that may friend you, like especially on like with social media and stuff, because you are very confident. You just, you kind of put yourself right out there, and you seem to just kind of have a fuck you like it or don't like it attitude about it most of the time.
Yeah, I do. I get a lot of people that don't like me because of it. I recently had a guy send me a video on Snapchat, and he was just like, when I first started watching you and you were so happy in Florida and just like singing and dancing and, saying fuck you to the world, he was like, I fucking hated you and I hated everything about you. And it just pissed me off how happy you were. And then like a couple days later, because I'm bipolar, I was crying and I was talking about how, I was so sad about this and that. And he's like, now I actually like, realize that you're more than that. But it does piss a lot of people off that I come off so happy and confident, it seems. Which I'm still getting used to being this confident. It just came with the boob implants.
So what do you ignore? Like, if you get haters and that commenting stupid shit and that there, do you just ignore them?
I try to ignore it. I do let it get to me sometimes. Like a couple months ago, I had somebody I'm on 3 different male porn stars on Pornhub, their accounts, before I had my own Pornhub account. And somebody went and commented on all those videos about how disgusting I was and that he paid for my OnlyFans and I was such a slut to sleep with so many men and that I probably had STDs and these guys needed to go get tested and their standards better be higher. And it started getting to me and I didn't tell anybody about it for a while and I stopped posting on OnlyFans because it was getting to me so much. And I finally like talked to somebody about it and he lectured me and made me watch videos on bullying and was like, you're letting them fucking win again. And so I turned it around and like the guy that I went viral on his account and we got 3.6 million views, he took off all my credit. He promised me to give me credit in those videos and took off everything when I started getting those hateful comments. And
Really?
so I turned it around and responded to the hateful comments like a month after they were posted and was like, you know what? I am such a slut. Everybody go watch me suck cock. And then I posted all my links. And so, I sometimes it gets to me, but I gotta keep remembering, like, I don't fucking care. I love sex and I'm gonna keep loving it.
Yeah, I find that hilarious that somebody would go on to Pornhub and try to sort of slut shame anybody.
Absolutely.
Do you not know what fucking websites you're on?
I can't believe this Pornhub fucked.
I'd be pissed off if I got on Pornhub and you didn't. Like,
right?
Oh no, I get mad because there's this new thing where there's like reaction videos to Pornhub where ladies will sit and watch porn and it's like, when are you gonna flash your tits? Come on, do this topless. Like,
right.
Yeah. Show the goods.
Yeah, on one of the videos, the one that went viral, my feet are up by my head and I have really big feet. They're size 10, even though I'm 5'6". And when the video was being posted, I was even like, oh my God, look how big my feet are. And the guy's like, nobody's going to look at your fucking feet. And then all the comments are like, oh my God, her feet are huge. Look at those. And then one guy was even like, nobody would look at her feet if she had bigger boobs. And I responded to that one. I was like, good thing I got implants.
Yeah, the internet can be cruel though.
Yeah, I mean, the feet ones I definitely laughed about.
Do you go back and look at your old videos without the boobs and like, oh man,
yeah,
wish I had them. Yeah.
I didn't find myself attractive at all. It was so hard for me to get on stage and get naked and put myself in front of people because I just did not find myself attractive. In photos, I was constantly like pushing them up or posing in a certain way, but yeah, I had nothing. They were like a negative way.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's just you being too hard on yourself because, as long as you got a pretty face, that's really all that matters. Like the boobs, like, well, unless it's a train wreck, which I'm sure not in your case, I'm sure that wasn't the case. Boobs are beautiful no matter what,
It did, like, I probably make, I don't know, 3 to 4 times as much money at the club now just because of the
really?
dance. Yeah. People
so it does matter.
I don't even pole dance. Like if I try to pole dance or do any dance moves on stage, I lose money. Nobody fucking cares about my dancing. They just want me to put my boobs in their face. So I have to wear knee pads because it's giving me knee problems since I've got the boobs. because I'm just kneeling on stage. Anytime I try to do dance moves, people like they don't want it. They just want boobs in their face.
I don't know. If I see a stripper wearing knee pads, I'm like, oh, this girl, give me my fucking wallet. This girl, she is gonna do some shit, man. She's wearing knee pads. Oh yeah, a chick wearing knee pads without rollerblades. Oh, take my fucking money. Some shit's about to happen.
Yeah, with you being again very open about what you do, and that did you have anybody else like maybe that you went to school with that hey, wouldn't talk to you then, but think, oh my God, she's fucking hot now, and they try hitting you up now that like
so fucking many. It's ridiculous. And I hold a little bit of a grudge because people were so mean to me in my high school that I actually got expelled and kicked out my junior year. Like I lost any chance of going to a good college and stuff all over a rumor from being bullied. And these people fucking come at me now. And I'm like, no. No, guys and girls. And then I get so many guys that pretend that they know me or whatever. Like recently I had a guy hit me up on Snapchat. He's like, I'm coming into town. We went to high school together at Bellevue West and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's funny because I didn't even go to that fucking high school. But like, good job pretending that you have memories with me.
He took a shot with the school in the area, you know?
Yeah. I'll give him credit. He probably had to do some research on it.
Like, oh, this is the one.
That's the one.
Yeah, I've had like a lot of people just pretend that they've done things with me or made up stories. Like a lot of guys have come out recently and said that they fucked me. And my response is, show me the fucking video because I always record it. I've been recording stuff way more than before OnlyFans. Like with my first husband 9 years ago, our first porno that I made him make with me was I made him dress up as a farmer and me dress up as a cow with full makeup and us make out, get like makeup all over him and then him fuck me while I mooed. I don't know. I just wanted to. And then I made him dress up as Reagan from The Exorcist and tied him to the bed. And I was a priest and I exorcised the demons out of him. Like I've always been doing weird shit. And those were just on DVD. When we were getting our divorce, I came home to him smashing him with a hammer. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, you would have shown everybody. And I'm like, yeah, I would have.
So those are gone?
Yes, sadly, those are gone.
Great. Now we'll never get the exorcist that we all deserve. It's a bummer.
I mean, there is a video on my Pornhub page, and it's me dressed as a nun, and my friend from middle school dressed as a devil, and he comes on my face while I read the Bible.
Well, I'll definitely be watching that tonight as I'm going to bed. That's a good night, Irene type video. Just enjoy that and then go off to Betty Bye. Yeah. So when people see that, do you get backlash from the religious people?
No, it's usually the religious people that like it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then dirty
everybody's got their dirty little secrets. I was raised Mormon, and so I even did a photo shoot where I was like masturbating with my Book of Mormon and stuff, and when I show religious people, they just laugh.
So so I'm gonna guess into like your family, parent, whatever, have never like actually gone and seen your content.
I think my mom has probably been curious. And I know like when I went viral on Pornhub, with it being on the homepage for 4 days, I got recognized by so many people that I know some of my family in Utah had to have seen it. Because like all Mormons are known for how much they watch porn. They're not supposed to. So that's like the number one, like they have the highest porn ratings in the country. And, and so like I'm sure my mom has gotten curious and watched some things. Like I know she's checked out my Instagram and my TikTok.
So do you actually have family then that are into like the sister wife?
No. I mean, Mormons, they did that for like a few years. They didn't even do that for very long. Like they secretly did it, but no.
Well, that was like my selling point to the religion.
So
and then,
forget it now.
Yeah, they really screwed it up by getting rid of that thing.
Yeah.
Real bummer.
Yeah, I mean, my grandma, she's my only like grandparent alive. She's really, really religious, and she disowned me over me posting a picture in a bikini years ago. So she stopped speaking to me over that. So like, if she knows, like, yeah, I'm already dead to her.
Wow, that's crazy. My grandma disowned me over having a kid out of wedlock. So that religious thing, they get nuts out.
Yeah, that was one thing I didn't do. Like the one thing I didn't do.
Well, you should have tried it. It's fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun trying. So you do have a kid as well, then, correct?
Yes, I have. He's almost 8. Yes.
Okay.
Nice. That's cool. What is that like, trying to balance out life between that and like the OnlyFans life?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, I have a room that I keep downstairs completely locked with an exterior lock, and I keep all my dildos in there because I probably have going on like 100 sex toys. I have 4 blow up dolls. I have so many weird things. So I keep that all in a locked room. And like the days that he's home, I don't even fucking open that door. I'll respond here and there to messages on OnlyFans if they're just wanting conversation. But if they're wanting videos or whatever, I'm like, okay, wait a couple days. And then like when I go to work, he goes over to my parents' house, and so it all works out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's got to be kind of weird though. Just kind of wearing those different hats there, from switching from your mom hat to your OnlyFans.
Yeah, it is. I call it going into mommy mode.
Now, are there days though? Like, I mean, there's just fucking days where I don't want to fucking go to work, or I'm just not feeling it. Like, how?
Yeah.
You ever had a day where you didn't want to jerk off, Dean?
Well, that was happening a couple months ago when I was letting the bullying get to me, and so I stopped posting on OnlyFans, and people started asking, like, "Are you going to post again?" And I said, if you don't fucking like it, then unsubscribe. I probably lost over 200 fans in that 1 month because I was just like, fuck you. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not having fun doing this, so I'm not going to fucking do it. And I probably shouldn't have been so bitchy. I probably should have been like, oh, bear with me. I'm just not in the mood right now. But it happens. That's happened a couple times now where I've gone like a month without posting just because I need a break. Like, okay, I've put myself out and put so much energy out that I just need to like recharge.
Well, like even like nights, when you're working at the club and that, is there just some nights where you're just like, what, I really don't want anybody fucking near me today? And
yes, absolutely.
And then you still have to try to be somewhat personable to people.
It's really hard. I like the Playhouse because unlike other clubs where it's like a bar setting and you sit and you talk to people, I don't fucking talk to people. And so on those days where I don't want to talk to people, I still love dancing. I still love getting naked and grinding my body. It's the talking I really don't like. So I'll, just
I knew about that too.
One by one. Like if they try to have a conversation, I'll walk away from it. Like I'm not gonna waste my time.
I gotta tell you,
there's enough people that I'm able to do that.
One thing that I really hate, I know it's just part of the job, but like I said, I go to the clubs quite a bit, is when a stripper sits down and tries to talk to you like you guys know each other. Now, I know a lot of strippers, and if we actually know each other, sit right down, we can chit-chat all night. But I hate that fucking bullshit where we're going to act like we've been friends forever. Just, no, I'll throw money at you.
Do you feel like it's high-pressure sales situation?
Yeah, it's like I can already... it's like, no, I don't... I don't want to spend $65 on you right now. If I do that, it's like just brings in all the other girls. I'm not kidding you. I blew like $300 on just private lap dances on my bachelor party. I spent a ridiculous amount of money at Deja Vu in Michigan. Them girls got hooked up.
That's just what you spend on yourself.
I didn't realize on my bachelor party that you're really not supposed to spend money on yourself.
Oh my gosh!
And I still did. I still did, but I had a good time.
You're not supposed to go bankrupt at your own bachelor party. You're supposed to.
Oh yeah, it was great
I've
starting
noticed
the
that
wedding day
happens
off
a
with a
lot
fight.
though. Like guys, you know, their friends will buy them like 1 or 2 dances, and then they'll want to keep going back, and so they'll take out their own money.
Yeah.
So, have you ever gotten just like some crazy because I know, like, you'll have like bachelor and bachelorette parties that'll come in and stuff like that. And I've been there. I've had been drug up on stage and put on the chair and been spanked and drug around and all that good fun stuff. Like, have you ever had any just requests of something that you're like, fuck no, like we can't do that here?
I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff. I don't even do the thing where like they beat on with belt. I don't like hitting people or anything like that. So I don't even do the sacrifices or the showers. Like we have a shower stage so guys can come in and put on gloves and like wash us. I don't do that either. I don't know if there's anything like I've said no to. There's a lot of guys, they come in and buy our panties off of us. They want us to take off our dirty panties and, walk away and go home and sniff us. There's one guy that wants me to just sit there and put my feet on his face, my dirty, sweaty, gross stripper feet that have been in plastic shoes all day. Just wants them on his face.
So I just can't wrap my mind around that. Nobody wants to buy my underwear. Like, that just doesn't.
Yeah, there's one guy, I've never got a dance from him, but other girls have. And he comes in with a little flashlight. And I guess he lays on the ground and he shines the flashlight up into their vagina and just wants them to dance over them at like a gynecologist or something. I don't know. I've never given him a dance, but I've heard about him.
Good God, man. I thought maybe I was a pervert going out to the strip club. Like, these people make me look fucking normal.
Dr. Jim wants to look at your ovaries.
Yeah. Open up and say ah, sweetheart. Yeah. That is weird.
It is.
Nothing like a good set of fallopian tubes really get you going.
I want to see where the baby's made. Gotta get up there. Yeah, that's weird, guys. It embarrasses me to know how we behave. Yeah. What runs through our minds.
now is that just totally a guy thing though, or did?
Oh, that's a guy thing.
No.
You don't want to go out with a flashlight.
No. Like, as far as like, do you ever have like a woman that would come in and say like, want to buy like the underwear off of you or something like that, or is that just totally a guy thing?
I haven't met one, but I'm sure they're out there.
That just guys are just grosser in that aspect.
Yeah.
Seems like.
I mean, I sell my panties even online. I made a whole bunch of thongs that say Stephanie the stripper, and so I'll come in them a whole bunch, put them in a little plastic bag, and sell the video and the panties together.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now you kind of got me sold on the idea.
Yeah.
But now
it's $50 for a pair of my used panties, and I pay like $3 a pair. So I'm making money.
I got a stack of boxers in my fucking bedroom. I
know a guy in Lincoln. I made porn with a guy in Lincoln. He's on my Pornhub page, and he sold a pair of boxers with his cum on it for $1,000.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It made me feel cheap. It made me feel so cheap. I'm like, how did he get $1,000? But it seems like the guys that are doing this stuff, like he sells to a lot of males. So guys are the ones buying the boxers. And so that's why they're willing to pay even more for a guy's boxers.
So even in that one, the guys are still creepy. Yeah, it's still a guy thing.
So now with him, and I won't have you mention his name there if you don't want to, or anything, but with him, now is he gay, straight, bi, I guess, whatever? Do you know?
I've asked him, and he said that he is straight, but he plays the bi card online. So, like, you know, if a guy wants to dirty talk and pretend to be his boyfriend, he's down for it, but he doesn't want to suck dick.
Yeah. but he will at least play that role bit or whatever to suffice it. Okay.
As an OnlyFans guy, you kind of have to. Like, I started following this male porn star in Europe a year ago when he very first started doing porn. And I remember him making posts on Twitter, like, stop sending your dick pics. I don't want to see it. And him, like, you know, being so hateful and stuff. And a year later, I have conversations, like, we call each other and talk about our OnlyFans. And he's told me that he had to change everything. And he is to the point where he makes out with guys on camera. But the money he's now making, he says it's worth it. He still won't suck dick, but I'm pretty sure he's to the point where he's going to get his dick sucked. But he told me how much money he's making, and in like 1 month, making over 20 grand. I think you're gonna kiss a guy. He said he made out with a guy for 15 seconds and got paid over thousands of dollars.
I might let a guy blow me for 20 grand.
Right?
Yeah, my response when he told me he made that much money is, I got a feeling you're gonna be sucking dicks.
Yeah, but he did it right, almost leading it on. So like he already built this huge fan base that's just like wanting him to suck cock so fucking bad. Like they're just dying to see it happen.
I'm rallying behind this, and I don't even know him. I want to see it, damn it.
Right? That's kind of how I got so popular on OnlyFans so quick. People have asked that. I had such a big fan base first by doing stupid shit on Facebook. Like I went Facebook Live getting my pussy ate one time because I thought it was hilarious. Facebook did not find it funny, and it got like screenshot and shared around by everybody. And my response was, fucking tag me, bitches. I'm the one that went Facebook Live. Like, give me credit. And so I started getting popular doing all those stupid things that by the time I had an OnlyFans, a shit ton of people subscribed the first day, which was nice.
So how many days did you get kicked off of Facebook for that? Because I know I've done some dumb shit.
30. And then it got to the point where every time for an entire year, I got unbanned from Facebook. Within 24 hours, I'd be rebanned. Like they found something. They would go on posts from like 2015 and they would reban me over a comment I made on somebody's profile or something. Because I've had so many girls that like, I don't want to be friends with these girls. And so they just sit there and report my account, report my account, report my account. It happened yesterday to my Snapchat. I got deleted. I had so many followers on Snapchat. And I got deleted because I noticed this girl that's been obsessed with me for 2.5 years was following me. So I blocked her. Immediately, my account gets deleted again. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah,
that's got to be frustrating as hell because it takes a while to build up the followers and stuff like
and
that.
I've started a new Facebook, and that's been problematic because so many people see the new Facebook pop up and like people they may know and think I deleted them. So then they're pissed. Oh, she doesn't want to be my Facebook friend or whatever. And I'll run into them in person, and they'll be like butthurt over it. And yeah, so it's really annoying. I've had so many Instagrams deleted. It's a problem. Instagram doesn't even give you a warning. They just delete your account.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never fucked up on Instagram, but thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
Thanks for the warning that they weren't going to get
a quarter of a nipple that was posted on there for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Huh. You're not allowed to post nudity on Instagram because that's all my Instagram is.
No.
I mean, I follow some vulgar
they have
shit.
a weird policy, I think, because it seems like you can't be like bare naked, but you can be like sheer to where you can still see everything pretty much.
I mean, if I try to post that, I'll get like, it will come up and say my account's going to get banned if I post something like that instantly.
Really?
If I even try to like put emojis over my nipples, or if I'm even holding my boobs in my hands, it will stop me from being able to post it.
Really? Weird.
Yeah, but then other people are able to post it. It's weird. I don't know how to do that algorithm. And I recently just got banned on Facebook, my new account, for posting 2 pictures of me in a bikini. They said I was spam and I was trying to get fake likes. So I started following all their rules, so they're not able to ban me. And so they're trying to ban me over me being a catfish, I guess. I don't even know.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and I got banned from Tinder for being a catfish. Ever since I got my boobs, people keep thinking I'm a catfish. And then I just got messaged on Twitter today by some guy who saw me on some site that I'm not even on. And so somebody actually is using my photos as a catfish, but that isn't taken down. Yeah.
I would imagine. Do you ever worry about like these photos?
Yeah. I mean, at one point I was on Tinder when I was in a relationship for a year. I was on Tinder, and all these guys thought they were in fucking relationships with me. All these guys had been talking to me for so long, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is it a male or a female doing this? Like, who is even doing this and why? They've made fake Instagram, Stephanie the Stripper 1, and they'll block me, and then they'll like follow everybody I follow, and they'll post an OnlyFans link that's not even a valid link. And I'm like, why? And I think they're trying to hustle people more into like Cash Apping and Venmoing them money. I think that's what it is. Which really worries me that like I could get in legal trouble one day from this.
Yeah,
like, if somebody's using my photo to scam people, that could be a problem.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't want to do that, especially since you want to present yourself as being as legit as possible as an entertainer.
Yes. Yeah. I know a male dancer that deals with that a lot. He is a traveling male dancer, and he has somebody that has fake accounts, and then he goes and hustles all these women, and these women keep sending money to this male dancer that's not even him, and then he's getting the backlash for it.
I'm pretty sure that your mother-in-law was getting married to one of the guys.
Yeah. She thought she was.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, my geez.
Oh, yeah. She dove into the dating game after, being married for quite a while, got divorced, and discovered online dating and found some guy that was supposedly this millionaire that for some reason kept needing her to send him money. And she did it.
Yeah. I've met a lot of guys that get scammed a lot. Like, yeah, it happens.
Oh, that's the thing. I feel bad on like the female side of things for the way that some guys act, because there's so many weird guys out there. But then I also feel bad when I sit back and I see guys that are just so like lonely and desperate. I'm like, fuck, man, how did you get there?
Yeah.
That's sad.
So speaking of sad, lonely guys and then do you have, I guess, a little bit of advice for random attendee there at the strip club, or somebody that might want to subscribe to OnlyFans, like some advice on, non-creepy behavior?
I mean, just be like friendly and, I don't know, just be friendly and normal. Have a normal conversation. Don't jump right into, oh, I want to stick my dick down your throat. That's a big turnoff for me. I like people that are like, oh my God, you're so beautiful taking cock. But when they're just immediately, oh, let me shove it down your throat. I'm like, yeah, that's not the way to speak to women, even if I'm doing porn.
So you're saying that's not a good opening line?
No, and that's way too common. And I always get, I just want one night with you. I just want to fuck you one time. And I'm like, what's the benefit in that for me?
It's obviously not about you.
Right?
Yeah. No, them are never good pickup lines,
Yeah.
No, I never get, like, it just blows my mind, like, because some people will just post like that shit in like comments on like pictures of like your pictures and stuff like that. And
my God.
I could never I couldn't talk to somebody like that in person, let alone put it on there for fucking everybody to read that I just fucking said that to this lady.
Somebody posted on my Facebook wall yesterday. The first thing he posted was, "Are you into pegging?" I didn't even respond, but other people started responding, and he's like, "Well, I really want her to peg me." I'm like, "Why is this on my Facebook wall?"
Said yes, but my peg is like a 8-inch in circumference, fucking, and
no, because that's what those guys like. Like, I posted
a picture
joking on Twitter with my strap on, and I was like, "Who wants me to fuck them?" And I was totally meaning women, and just all men responded. And I mean, that's fine. Like, if you're into pegging, that's your thing. But like, I'm not.
Have you ever been able to have like a real normal conversation with guys that are really into like really weird shit, or is it always just weird shit on their brain?
I mean, yeah, I can have normal conversations with them sometimes.
So some of them are balanced people. They can keep that side into the bedroom and then be normal otherwise.
Yeah, like there's this one guy, I call him Simp. That's what his name is in my phone. He wants to be that, and he wants to be my cuck, and he wants me to just like be like, you have a really small dick and you're never gonna fucking get my pussy. And I'll just belittle him and be so fucking mean to him. But then at the same time, I'll be like, hey, how's your day going? And then we'll have a normal conversation.
I don't know how he could deal with that. That's like high school all over again for me.
I didn't enjoy that at all.
Yeah, he even sent me a picture of his dick, and he was like, I just want you to talk about how small it was. And me being a nice person, at first, I just wanted to be like, I'm so sorry you have to go through life like that.
But this is going to be so easy.
I'm really sorry about your affliction.
Does that become with a handicap sticker?
It took me 2 months to finally start belittling him. It took me 2 months to be mean to him because I don't like being mean. I've been bullied for so long that I just wanted to be nice to him. And he kept like being like, dude, just do it. It's what I want.
Oh, So have you ever had a guy that's like, hey, I want you to kick me in the balls?
Yes. I had one guy who wanted me to bite his dick all the time. Bite it like as hard as I fucking could. Like literally almost break skin on his dick.
That,
People were weird.
like, what did your parents do to you to get to that mindset? I've never just like, fuck, like I've never wanted that.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of get it because I used to not be into rough sex. And then I finally got dominated for the first time. And the guy smacked me across the face, made me open my mouth and he spit in it. Like he did some freaky shit to me. I was left just covered in bruises. And that was one of the best nights of my life. And then like another guy, he tells me to bend over, takes out his Marine belt. I think he's going to whip me in the ass with it. He starts beating my back and I came. So I kind of get it.
Huh.
And I was like, damn it, now I have a new fetish. I like getting beat with the belt. But
my wife just strike me tonight.
My parents never spanked me, so maybe that's my issue.
Maybe that's why my parents beat the shit out of me. So I don't like it.
Crying is not normal.
Oh, I say like if a guy can make me cry in bed, then he did a great job. Like I want to cry and feel like I'm getting murdered. If I pass out from getting choked too hard, it kind of like makes me come harder.
See, I that would be a fuck me up though. If I want to know that I did a good job, and fucking her crying just isn't the response that tells me I did good.
Well, if you're a crier, you definitely have to give somebody a warning beforehand. You can't just start crying at the bed like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
She is emotionally broken.
There was one guy, he asked, he was like, are you crying? And I'm like, no, keep going.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That tripped me up for a minute if I wasn't ready for it, I'll tell you.
Do we need to sit down and talk? Like,
what I do? Shit.
We can cuddle. Oh, that's awesome. You've been so fun, Stephanie. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you
Real
so much
quick,
for having me.
Real quick before we get off here, plug whatever you have to plug, your websites, your links.
Yes. If you go to stephaniethestripper.com, then you'll find me. It's spelled STEPHANIE, thestripper.com. And I'm rated top 1.8% on OnlyFans.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And if you go to stephaniethestripper.com, it has links to my Instagram, my Pornhub page, my OnlyFans. It has all the links.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll give you a follow on Instagram. I don't think we're Instagram friends. So.
Okay. I'll follow you back.
But yeah, thank you so much. Real quick, Dean, you got anything else?
No. Honestly, this has been a lot of fun talking with you here today.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, if you want to, we'll have you back here in a few months or something.
Absolutely.
See how life's going.
Yeah, we'll see. Touch base with you then and see how much different, what other weird requests you might have gotten that you can tell us about.
I'll try to remember the weirdest shit.
There you go.
Keep notes for us, all right? We like notes. But all right, Stephanie, you have a great day, hon. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Bye.
Bye.